Good afternoon, everybody. In 2022, it's really hard to get most people to agree on anything. But I'm extremely proud of the fact that the police, the community, and the city attorney's office, special thanks to DCA Tia Strozier, have come together in agreement that the senseless violence that's occurring in our community must be curbed. As law enforcement, we have and will continue to try to do this through conventional means, via high visibility and to disrupt potential violence or arrest when violence occurs. But we do not wish to be reactive. We have decided to be proactive by coming together collectively with incredible members of our community who really care to send a unified message through this project. And that is to step away from arguments before they go to the point of no return, where you will then have no choice but to defend yourself or become seriously injured or worse. As stated, we'll continue to engage in traditional efforts to fight crime, but in all honesty, due to the high call loads in crime, we cannot be everywhere to stop all crime. The stack of violent crime reports are proof of that. We found that the root causes of these crimes began as simple arguments people were too proud to step away from. We acknowledge it's your right to argue your points, but with this violence intervention effort, we wanted to appeal to the conscience of the downtown community for them to try to self-regulate and curb the senseless violence and bloodshed that we see on a daily basis that impacts us all. This threefold project, which will include this PSA, community outreach, and tools for officers to safely disrupt potential violence as a means to amplify the message to the downtown community and beyond that we have already begun sending, with hopes to save lives through common sense. I'm thankful and proud of the officers, the city attorney's office, and community members who participated, and those who will join us in moving forward in sharing and living this message. This is our kitchen sink moment, as we are continuing to throw everything we have at crime, including this messaging. We have not given up. We're simply using another tool to assist us in being less of a reactive force against crime. Just as we advise people not to leave valuables in their car, which is a root cause of car break-in, just as we advise people not to leave their keys in their car with the engine running, as a root cause to some grand theft autos, or not to leave your doors unlocked at your homes when you go to sleep. Through the Step Away LA project, we are simply providing another ounce of prevention as it relates to walking away from arguments, which are one of many root causes of violent crime that we can work together to control. This is what the program is about. It's about saving lives. It's not about taking away your constitutional rights to stand your ground. But we're seeing shootings in parks. We're seeing people getting into arguments and losing their eye. People having to go see their loved ones in the hospital over something trivial and petty. And like community members who volunteered to participate in this project, we're all tired of it because we care. That's what it's about.
Thanks, Dion. Good morning, everyone. Captain Elaine Morales, the Area Commanding Officer here at Central Division. I just want to reinforce what my senior lead, Dion Joseph, has mentioned. This campaign, Step Away LA, number one, it's about public safety. Not only here at Central, but citywide through the entire city of Los Angeles. We truly appreciate our media folks that put out the message on how to prevent crime, our community members that come and visit the city and downtown Los Angeles. Also, we have our youth. We have schools here, not only in Central, but throughout the city. And we do have a very, very consistent messaging on a PSA that's available on YouTube, and we will send that to each media outlet. And it educates the youth, our visitors, our business owners, everyone in the entire city on to prevent any type of violence or argument and step away. And the folks that are involved in this PSA are some of our key stakeholders here in the city of Los Angeles. They involve our city attorney's office. They involve our mission, which is crucial here in the downtown area. They also involve our business improvement district, which is a huge force multiplier that assists LAPD in reducing crime and preventing. This PSA was put together approximately about a month ago, and we want to get that messaging out. And again, we want to educate our youth that are also in some of the schools here in downtown, but also throughout the city of Los Angeles. So we want to reinforce it and say thank you for putting out this consistent message. because just like Dion said, if they can step away from an argument, hopefully that can reduce any violence throughout the city of Los Angeles.
6 in Spring, 2 women arguing over a parking space, one gets punched in the face. 2 men arguing over beer, 5th and San Pedro, one gets stabbed in the face. You know, part of my responsibility as a senior lead officer is to read every single police report that happens in my area. Sarge, this one definitely could have been avoided.
You know, most of the reports we read where violent assault occurs begins with a simple argument which escalates into violence.
We recognize that it's your constitutional rights to argue your points when you disagree with someone.
When things get heated, you must ask yourself one important question.
Do you want to be right or do you want to be hurt?
We care about your safety.
But the truth is, we can't be here to stop every crime.
Even I have difficulty stepping away. It's human nature to respond. But please, for your own safety, step away.
DTLA is a special place full of wonderful people.
Yet, in some cities, there are some individuals that have a propensity for violence.
Which is why it is so vital for you to be the bigger person and walk away from any argument that can cause violence.
Violence that can lead to serious injury and even death.
Which is why we were speaking up. We just want everyone in LA to be safe.
Whether you're housed, unhoused, or have a business in our community.
Stepping away from conflicts is something we all could participate in.
So please, for your safety and ours, step away.
Step away, LA.
We've seen an increase of crime here in downtown Los Angeles. We're going to get some resources out there so that we can reduce the crime.
Step away, LA.
Be safe, LA.
Learn to step away, LA.